Like raindrops that suddenly start to fall, or just weather being unpredictable, life can be full of surprises, some delightful, others not so much. That's where an emergency fund steps in, acting as a financial umbrella ready to shield us from the unexpected storms that come our way. Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union is here to share some effective strategies to rebuild your emergency fund quickly and efficiently. Here to help keep us dry when the rainy days come, we have Tammura Thomas, Fruitridge Branch Manager for Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union. Hello, Tammura.
Hi, Desiree.
All right, so you're helping us prepare for those rainy days, those unexpected days. So let's start a little bit with the basics. How much should we aim to save in our emergency fund?
That's a really great question and something we should all be thinking about as prices of everything start to rise. So you really want to aim to cover 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. And that can seem like a lot, but remember, you start small and you build. That's a goal to build up to. You know, this is really to act as like that safety net should life throw any curveballs your way.
Yeah, okay, so just slowly chisel at it and you'll get there.
That's right. Slow and steady is okay.
There we go. That makes sense. Okay, so what's the first step to building this fund without feeling the pinch?
So, of course, anything financial, we're going to start with the budget. We talk a lot about how it's important to pay yourself. So consider when you're going through your budget, if you have some room in your funds, to divert that over to an emergency savings. If you don't, which, you know, some people really do feel the pinch, look at the things that you're maybe spending money on that you shouldn't be. Think about subscription services that you're no longer using. Think about, you know, are you eating out more than you should, or using those, you know, food delivery services that charge you fees, and try to cut those things back. And if you're able to do that, then take the funds that you're saving from there and put it into your emergency fund.
You're so right about those subscriptions. I recently deleted a bunch, especially like when you do the trial and then you forget when the trial's over and now you're part of the subscription.
I don't know about you, but half the time I'm like, I don't even remember having this subscription. I'm not watching this streaming service. So yeah, it's a really great time to go through, but you're paying for it.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes. So going through everything, what would you say is the easiest way to grow your emergency fund without really having to think about it?
It's really great to set it up to save automatic, right? So you want to consider setting up an automatic transfer on from your checking account on your payday. That just kind of happens without you having to think about it. So it goes into your emergency fund, and then you're building, right? You're building from there. If you're going to do that, it's always a great idea to consider looking for things that are going to earn a higher interest. So look at what options you have so that your money is working for you.
Okay, and then let's say someone's kind of struggling to find that extra money to save. Any creative ideas for that situation?
Yeah, there are a lot of different fun things that you can do to save money. It can be really daunting, especially when you're just starting, but there's a really easy challenge. It's called the 52-week challenge, and basically the way it works is on week 1 you save $1, on week 2 you save $2, week 3 you save $3, and so on, right, throughout the entire year. And if you stick to that, then at the end of your 1 year, whenever you start that, you will have saved over $1,300. And it's a fun, easy way. You can make it visual if you would like to. Another thing that I think a lot of us sleep on is change, right? So anytime you break a dollar, take that change, don't lose it in your couch or your car or your laundry, put it into a jar, right? And watch that jar build up. And when you see it, you know, get to full or whatever, you can turn it in, and it adds up really quickly. You'd actually be quite surprised. So that's a good way. And anytime you get any extra money, a bonus at work, tax refund, if that's not being allotted to something else, think about putting that into your emergency fund as well.
I like that. Thinking ahead, just always planning ahead.
Yes.
Before we wrap up, what's one last piece of advice you'd give viewers about emergency funds?
I want to remind everybody that it's really this financial net for you, right? So if you have to use it, please use it, and don't get discouraged by that. We just start over. It's a journey, right? Not a destination. So if you have to use it, try not to, because you really want to have it if you should need it. But if you do have to use it, it's okay. Don't get discouraged. Just start your savings plan over again, whatever you find that works for you. And then remember, we're always here to help. So come and ask questions, sit with us. We can help budget. We can do all types of things.
Okay, so you mentioned that. So Schoolsfirst does have resources to help people kind of plan for those emergency funds as well.
Yes, we sure do. We have a lot of different services that we can help kind of figure out for our members.
So we don't have to go through it alone.
No, that's what we're here for. Please don't go through it alone. That's right. Come see me personally. I love all things financial.
Tammura, always a pleasure having you on.
Thank you, Desiree.
Okay, so to our viewers, you can visit one of the many Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union branch locations, as you see right there on the screen. And you can find out more online by going to schoolsfirstfcu.org.